Alright guys, here we go with another fight in CFA. We are now using the latest supports for Gunsalute Dragon the end stage versus one of my friends who's playing Murakumo, his favorite clan I believe, versus my favorite clan as well. So yeah, after proceeding to Namuligan, our opponent shuffles, reshuffles, redraws. I did it as well, and we drew actually into a fair cards to work with, especially on our grade 3 turn. So we proceed to going first. We ride onto our Masquerade Bunny and get ourselves another draw from the starter. Now we fetch ourselves a grade 3 from the top 5 cards. If we get one, we get to discard a card. We get our Gunsalute Dragon from the top 5. I forgot to mention that the deck list will be in the description, so check it out if you want to. Give your feedback towards it if you like to, and yeah, give your thoughts towards the build as well if you liked it or not. So we discarded a card, proceeds to the opponent's turn, rides onto Jiraiya, gets a quick shield, draws a card using that Jiraiya skill to discard a card and then draw another card, which is actually really amazing because he filters out so much early game. Here, he swings for 8k to my 8k. We say no guard. He checks for a drive, no trigger there. We check another Masquerade Bunny there. Yeah, and proceed to our turn. We ride on to grade 2 and we ride our only grade 2, which is Fesbright Escaper. Now she's the latest support, one of the latest supports. I made a video about them. So yeah, she is really amazing, especially when you're going first. Now we just swing for 9k because we don't need to call anything else at this point. Our cards will be useful on our grade 3. We check nothing. That's a key card, by the way, Amaranth Beast Tamer. The opponent checks nothing as well. We proceed to end phase and proceed to the opponent's turn. He rides onto grade 2, which I believe is the blue guy in Murakumo that clones himself for Soul Blast 2, and then uses that skill, Soul Blast 2, to call a copy of himself onto the battlefield. Now he proceeds to doing something that I didn't know that much, which is calling down one of his new supports to fetch himself a grade 3 and put it in the drop zone. This is actually a key card which really helps Yasuie because it relies on reriding from the drop zone. So he proceeds, I believe, to battle phase. Yeah. Okay, so he swings for 9k on my 9k, and then I say no guard because I don't need to guard with my hand right now. He checks a Yasuie and I check no defensive trigger there. He swings one more time with my Vanguard and hopefully check a critical, and I did. So that puts a stop on his third attack, which saves me some time. Now we ride onto our grade 3. Take note that we get Axel 1 because we need that pressure. We need that juicy 10k plus, especially on this girl Fesbright Escaper. Now we are going to call down our units. This is actually a really clutch moment here. So we will decide on what to do. Either go for Amaranth, Beast Tamer, and Fesbright combo, or call down our Tempting Hoopster just to get that plus 10 to our Vanguard, which is really nice, by the way. Or just go with our 12k base Vanguard and then swing. You know, because we can still restand. Simply because we can Soul Blast everything else after using Fesbright Escaper. So, and as well as Tempting Hoopster. So we call down sorry about that. So we call down our units in order to deal some attacks towards him. He's at 1 damage right now, but we'll just push a little bit because this is what this deck really needed. A little bit of push just to burn his hand or deal with that final blow because we have our second copy of Gunsalute Dragon in hand. I actually took a little bit of time here and thinking on what to do because I was scaling the worth of whether using Tempting Hoopster or just swing with a big attack with Fesbright Escaper. So yeah, I think I just decided to call down another copy of Tempting Hoopster, but will not use her skill. I could have used it, but what do I call this again? I wanted to use the multi-attacking with Fesbright Escaper just to get that little bit of push, you know, because that number is really amazing this time, because we went first, by the way. So he intercepted twice. I believe that was a misplay because that wasn't enough of a shield. Yeah, he just replaced it with the 15k shield in hand and returned those 2 units back on the board. Now I swing with Amaranth Beast Tamer, using Amaranth Beast Tamer to scoop in Fesbright Escaper, and using Fesbright Escaper skill, soul blasting everything, giving the unit plus 15,000 till the end of turn. Look at that number, people. That's a 34,000 column. I mean, it's not a column, it's just 1 unit. With the help of that Axel 1, this really adds up to an amazing magic number early game, especially against another Axel deck, which is a 9k base. Now we swing for Amaranth Beast Tamer, and then he either wants to guard it or just take it. We swing for 19, which is another magic number. He needs 15,000 shield here to guard. Now it actually took a little bit of time to take. So yeah, we swing for 19,000 onto his face. Will he take it or not? It takes a while to think about it, and he just takes it anyway. So we swing once again for 34,000. That's a big number, folks. That's a big number and a magic number as well. He just takes it and puts the power on the Vanguard. We swing finally with our Vanguard for the attack for 20,000. No, he can still PG, which he used a heal trigger here to get that 39,000 power in order to go for a 2 pass. Okay, so he goes for a 2 pass here. Now we check for our drive triggers. When you see the deck list below, you know what triggers I run. I don't know if you'll try it anyway, but that's what I did. We give our critical trigger check there to our Vanguard. Everything goes to Vanguard. Now we use the Vanguard skill because we don't have a soul. We scoop everything on board and then put 2 more units from our hand, which is actually quite costly when you think about it, because you drive check twice and then put 2, so it's a big cost, but if it all pops off, it will be worth it. Now we use everything else in our soul. We use Trapezist skill to call another booster in the back row, and then use Fesbright Escaper. We call her because she's scooped once again, soul blasting everything, giving her plus 15,000. Now we swing with our Vanguard once again for 2 crits, 30k, and then he can still PG, by the way. We still get our twin drive, which this is the moment that I was actually surprised myself. He still has 2 drives. That is one amazing thing about Gun Salute, but it's a lot of cost. So yeah, I'm glad that they made this supports just to help him, and I'm willing to try it out. We get to check our twin drive. First we check what he will discard. He discards a Yasuie. Twin drive. First check a critical trigger, get everything into our Fesbright Escaper, and second check we get another critical trigger, folks, and we give everything to our Fesbright Escaper for 54,003 kits. He actually takes it, and then he checked for 3 drives, and then he got the game. That was one quick game. But unfortunately, the Yasuie player didn't get to use the Yasuie's specialty there. And yeah, that was one fast but really good game.